Greetings, everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway coming to you from the basement, fresh off our live chat from last night, which was fantastic. We got a lot of people watching and commenting and contributing. Sam and Rob are fantastic. I love them both. We're really having a great time on our live chats. But this isn't about me. This is about my friend Christian from CGC Vinyl, who's having a contest. Christian is, if you don't know Christian, go check out his channel. It's capital letters CGC, then a space, and then capital letters, the word vinyl. Check him out. Great guy, great record collection, and deserves your support. Christian's having a contest called the 365 contest. There's 365 days in a year. He's celebrating his first anniversary in the VC. The last time I looked, he was at 699 subs, which was a couple days ago. I'm sure he's over 700 now. So he wants us to be subscribed to his channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Well, I got to do it on his channel, the like button. I'm doing it, but I'm giving you a thumbs up here too, Christian. And do a video entry, $40 Amazon gift certificate. I haven't won a freaking contest for like a year and a half, I'll bet. My drought's got to end. So the contest ends March 10th if you're interested in entering. 365, how do we interpret that? He wants us to show 3 different genres of music. One genre show 3 records of that genre. One genre show 6 records of that genre. And one genre show 5 records of that genre. It's 365. Without further ado, let's get going. My first 3. What did I do here? I got myself totally not organized, but of course, like normal. We're going to start with the genre of bluegrass music, which I am very fond of. Let's start with the father of bluegrass. Great album. Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, strictly instrumental. This was like a comp, I think, of all Bill's instrumental music, and they put it on one album and released it. It's a great record, man. Look at that Decca label. Isn't that nice? Yeah, very cool. Stereophonic. The players on this album are from different eras of Bluegrass Boys. So you get Bill Keith on banjo on some of them. You get Bobby Hicks on banjo on some of them. I'm not sure if it goes back to the original Foggy Mountain guys, but more later stuff. But you get great tunes like Sailor's Hornpipe, Get Up John, Big Mon, Monroe's Hornpipe. So it's an outstanding album. If you're into bluegrass, I'm sure you're quite aware. Bill Monroe, the father of bluegrass. Next, let's go Flat and Scruggs. Now, if anybody out there is a serious record collector and understands this, I really would like an answer on this. This is the greatest bluegrass band of all time as far as I'm concerned. Flat and Scruggs and the Foggy Mountain Boys. This is on a label called Harmony Columbia. So I picked this up. Look at this. It's such a cool looking record. There's the back of it. This is amazing. It's got Foggy Mountain Special on, Jimmy Brown the Newsboy, Randy Lynn Rag, Shuck in the Corn. There's a lot of Earl's Breakdown. Don't Let Your Deal Go Down. This has got a ton of real good. This is in mono, this album. HL 7250. I gotta look it up. I've never really looked up its history here, but there's the label. Non-breakable, it says. I don't believe that. See, they lied. Anyway, interesting album. I picked that up for like $5 or $6. Unbelievable. Okay, last but not least, we'll go to modern bluegrass, and one of my musical heroes, one of the greatest musicians on the planet, Bela Fleck. This is the album he put out a year or so ago called My Bluegrass Heart, kind of Bela getting back into his bluegrass music and roots, getting away from the jazz and classical and all that stuff that he's been playing. This is just an amazing album with every superstar, modern day superstar, playing with them on this. Incredible, incredible record. It sounds great. You guys got to check this out. Okay, that's 3. 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. Let me get this sorted out here. Don't screw it. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 5. Number 6 next. Blues. We're going to go with blues. Sorry about that. Christian, you made this really hard. Hard for an old guy to follow. Okay, first one we're going to show. The original Fleetwood Mac show up at Chess Studios in Chicago, and they go in and they record Blues Jam in Chicago with Otis Spann, Willie Dixon. Who else is on here? Buddy Guy, I think, is on here. Honey Boy Edwards, guitar buddy. We all know who that would be. Great, great record. This is a reissue. Boy, if you like the blues, this is an awesome, awesome record. What a historic moment for these guys. Peter Green, I mean, come on. That's my first blues album. Next, one of my favorites, Big Mama Thornton. This was a Record Store Day release about 2 years ago. Big Mama Thornton live. It's called Sassy Mama, recorded at the Rising Sun Celebrity Jazz Club. Just a fantastic record. She does Rock Me Baby on here, Ball and Chain, Summertime, medley of Hound Dog, Walking the Dog, medley of Sweet Little Angel, 3 O'Clock Blues, Sassy Mama, and then a full version of Hound Dog. Wow, what a record. What a great singer. I'm going to sneeze. There's some comedy for your entertainment. The Great Muddy Waters. Muddy Live. Oh man, he's the best. This is on the Chess label. Live at Mr. Kelly's in Chicago. Muddy Waters. What is it that she got is on here. Blow Wind Blow. Stormy Monday Blues, Boom Boom, CC Woman. Great, great album. Muddy Waters Live doesn't get, if you're talking blues, it does not get better than Muddy Waters. My favorite blues album of all time, one of my favorite guitar players of all time, Johnny Winter, Progressive Blues Experiment. I just frickin' love this album. It just drips in blues. Great electric blues, acoustic blues. Johnny at his best. One of his early albums, just a fantastic record. This was reissued a few years ago on like a clear, yellowy kind of a vinyl, but just an outstanding album. Johnny Winter, Progressive Blues Experiment. If this is a must-have album, in my opinion. Third Man Records. My daughter picked this up and didn't like it. I don't know what's wrong with her, but Lightnin' Hopkins, she picked it up on a visit to Third Man Records. They reissued this. Lightnin' Hopkins strums the blues. Very acoustic blues album. Fantastic record. Third Man Records. See, there's down the bottom. Great, great album. And last but not least, an album that I talked about quite a bit. It's from 1969, Toronto Blues Band, McKenna Mendelssohn Mainline. They were one of my favorite bands. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. McKenna Mendelssohn Mainline. The album is called Stink. If you ever get a chance to hear this album, you haven't heard it, and you like electric blues with like a growly voice and great harmonica and great lead guitar. Man, this is an awesome album. McKenna Mendelssohn Mainline Stink. Okay, next, 5 records. I'm going jazz. Didn't include any rock in any of this stuff. So let's start with, might be my favorite jazz guitarist, Grant Green, Idle Moments. What a fantastic record this is. I don't know what the hell label that is, the Dole label or something, but great album, Idle Moments, Grant Green, fantastic album. He's just such a, it's, you know, it's not real heavy jazz. It's really accessible jazz. If you like rock music and you want to get into jazz, Grant Green's a great starting point. Joe Henderson plays on sax, Bobby Hutchison on vibes, Duke Pearson plays piano. Yeah, awesome album. Anything by Grant Green, if you see it, grab it. Oh, next, we're going back to Bela Fleck. Now, I said that Bela Fleck was kind of left the jazz and the classical and that behind for a year to tour this, getting back to his bluegrass roots, came up with that album. Well, one album that Bela Fleck did with the Flecktones, Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, one of my favorite bands. They did an album called Flight of the Cosmic Hippo a few years ago. This was nominated for Best Jazz Album of the Year when it came out. Finding this on vinyl is very hard. If you do find it, you're going to pull a $100 bill out of your wallet. Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, Flight of the Cosmic Hippo, incredible record. Warner Brothers, check it out. Another great jazz guitarist. I love jazz guitar. Joe Pass. He put out this album for Django. This is a tribute to Django Reinhardt. It's one of the Tone Poet releases. Fantastic album. Sounds great. Pacific Jazz. Says label right there. Joe plays a song called Django. Songs written by Django Newages, if I pronounce that right. Songs that Django did back in his time. Night and Day by Cole Porter. Here's another Django written song, Cavalry. Another one, Django's Castle. Limehouse Blues was another one. This is just an awesome album. It sounds good too. Again, if you like guitar, can't go wrong with these albums. Okay, what I think is the most accessible jazz album ever for anybody who's not into jazz and wants a nice kind of a easy to listen to jazz album. I'd say it's real baby jazz. For people who are real jazz aficionados, I'm getting the feeling they think this is really, pretty lightweight, but I think it's just a fantastic record. Grover Washington Jr., Wine Light. Now, this is a instrumental album except for one song, the hit song, Just the Two of Us, that Bill Withers sings an incredible vocal on. This is just a fantastic record. It really is. It's just so smooth, so cool. My wife loves that album, and she's not a big jazz person, but it's just a great record to put on, especially at dinner time or something like that. I highly recommend Grover Washington Jr.'s Wine Light. Not a hard album to find, and well worth adding to your collection. Last but not least, one of my favorite current jazz musicians is a woman from Japan called Hiromi. Just the most incredible talent. I've got probably 10 or 12 of her albums. I think I pretty much got her whole collection. I might be missing one. Saw her at the Montreal Jazz Festival with a gentleman named Edmar Castaneda, who plays a jazz harp, like a big frickin' Harpo Marx harp, and he plays jazz on it. And she plays the piano. The two of them it was a great concert. And two master musicians. And they recorded it and released it. Hiromi and Edmar Castaneda, live in Montreal. I think it's the only live album I got that I was there. Beautiful, beautiful record. Fantastic. If you don't know Hiromi, check her out. Just YouTube search her. Watch her perform. Just a fireball. That's it, Christian. 15 minutes to do your video. I hope you're okay watching it. Good luck with your contest. Everybody, go to CGC Vinyl. I'll put the name of it underneath in the description. And everybody have a great day.